brief history of Japan, from the Stone Age to World War II. We hope you're ready because we're going to take you on an epic journey through time. This is a brief history of Japan from the Stone Age to World War II. Grab your snacks and get comfortable. This is going to be one heck of a ride. The birth of Japan. Before we dive into the crazy history of Japan, let's first explore its even crazier geography. Japan consists of over 6,800 islands, most notably Hokkaido, Honshu, Shikoku, and Kyushu, which altogether form the Japanese archipelago. The country is known for its towering Mount Fuji, the snow-covered behemoth that inspired countless works of art. But don't be fooled by its serene beauty. Japan is a land of extremes. From the scorching summer heat to the freezing cold winters, this country experiences four distinct seasons that shape not only its landscape, but also its culture. In the Stone Age, Japan was inhabited by various nomadic tribes who lived in small settlements and relied on hunting and gathering for survival. Life was tough. There were no smartphones, no electricity, and the threat of a T-Rex lurking around every corner. But hey, at least there was no homework. The Yayoi period, 300 BCE to 300 CE, as the Stone Age came to a close. New technologies emerged in Japan, such as the use of metal tools and the domestication of animals. This era, known as the Yayoi period, saw the introduction of rice cultivation and the beginnings of social stratification. Rice became the staple of the Japanese diet, and those who controlled the land and labor became more powerful than others. This shift in power led to the emergence of early forms of government and the start of Japan's imperial system. According to legend, the first emperor Emu, descended from a line of gods, took the throne in 660 BCE and ruled over a small kingdom on the island of Honshu. However, historians debate the historicity of these early emperors, as records are often vague and sometimes contradictory. The Kofun period, 300 to 538 CE. During the Kofun period, large burial mounds known as kofun began to appear across Japan. These tombs, some housing multiple generations of rulers, are testament to the growing power and wealth of the elite class. The size and complexity of the kofun increased over time, reflecting the evolving social hierarchy and the influence of continental Asian cultures. Buddhism, introduced from Korea, started taking root in Japan during the latter part of the Kofun period. Its arrival would have a profound impact on Japanese society, influencing art, architecture, and philosophy for centuries to come. The Asuka and Nara periods, 538 to 794 CE. The Asuka and Nara periods marked a golden age in Japanese history. Buddhism flourished and cultural exchanges with China and Korea reached new heights. The Taika and Tenpyo reforms aimed to transform Japan into a centralized state with a powerful central government. This period saw the creation of the world's oldest surviving illustrated book, The Tale of the Hike. It depicts the battles between the Taira and Minamoto clans for control of Japan, leading to the establishment of the shogunate system. The Kamakura shogunate, founded by Minamoto no Yoritomo, marked the beginning of a new era in Japanese history. The shogun's military leaders held actual power, while the emperor became a figurehead. Feudalism and samurai, 1185 to 1600 CE. The feudal era saw Japan divided into several domains ruled by shoguns and daimyo, who in turn were assisted by a warrior class known as the samurai. The samurai followed a strict code of conduct known as bushido, which emphasized loyalty, honor, and martial arts prowess. Vo period, 1600 to 1868, ushered in an era of peace and stability under the Tokugawa shogunate. This period is often referred to as Japan's lock and key era due to the isolationist policies implemented by the Tokugawa regime. Only a handful of European traders were allowed to enter Japan, mostly through the port of Nagasaki. During the Edo period, Japanese art, literature, and culture flourished. Famous works like The Tale of Genji, a poetic masterpiece depicting the lives of the Japanese nobility, were created. Kabuki theater and ukiyo woodblock prints also gained popularity during this time. Meiji Restoration and the rise of modern Japan. In the mid-19th century, Commodore Matthew Perry arrived in Japan with a U.S. naval squadron, forcing the opening of Japanese ports to foreign trade. This event, known as the Black Ships Incident, had a profound impact on Japan, shattering its long-held isolationism and setting in motion a series of events that would transform the country forever. The Meiji Restoration in 1868 marked the end of the shogunate era and the return of imperial rule under Emperor Meiji. This period of rapid modernization and industrialization transformed Japan from an isolated agrarian society into a modern industrial power. The country underwent sweeping changes, including the introduction of Western technology, the establishment of a constitutional monarchy, and the creation of a new military. By the end of the 19th century, Japan had become a major player on the world stage. Japanese expansionism and World War II, 1894 to 1945. In the early 20th century, Japan embarked on a path of expansionism, driven by its need for resources and its desire for regional dominance. The Russo-Japanese War of 1904-1905, in which Japan emerged victorious, demonstrated its growing power and set the stage for further ambitions. Japan's victory in this war brought control of Korea and the southern half of Sakhalin Island, as well as recognition as a major world power. However, tensions were rising in Asia and the Pacific. Japan's alliance with Germany and Italy during World War II led it down a path of aggression and conflict. The attack on Pearl Harbor in 1941 brought the United States into the war, marking a turning point for Japan. Despite early victories, Japan's military strength was eventually overwhelmed by the combined forces of the United States, the United Kingdom, China, and other allies. The atomic bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki in 1945 led to Japan's surrender and the end of World War II. The country faced a long road to recovery, but emerged from the ashes with a new constitution and a commitment to pacifism. Post-war Japan, an economic miracle. After World War II, Japan occupied a difficult position on the world stage. As an aggressor nation, it faced international condemnation and calls for demilitarization. Under the guidance of the victorious Allies, Japan began its long journey towards recovery and transformation. The drafting of a new constitution in 1946 renounced war as a sovereign right and established a democratic system. This marked a significant departure from Japan's historical trajectory and set the foundation for a new era of peace and democracy. The U.S. occupation, lasting from 1945 to 1952, played a pivotal role in shaping post-war Japan. General Douglas MacArthur and his team of occupation authorities introduced sweeping reforms aimed at democratizing the country, promoting human rights and fostering economic recovery. The implementation of these reforms had a profound impact on Japanese society, transforming it into a modern democratic state. Japan's remarkable economic growth in the decades following the Second World War is often referred to as the Japanese economic miracle. Starting from the ashes of a defeated nation, Japan rebuilt itself into one of the world's leading economic powers. Its astonishing transformation was fueled by factors such as a highly skilled workforce, technological advancements, government support for industries, and a deep-rooted culture of hard work and efficiency. Today, Japan stands as the third largest economy in the world, renowned for its innovative spirit and iconic brands. The land of the rising sun, Japan has left an indelible mark on world history. From its ancient roots in the Paleolithic era to its rise as a modern superpower, Japan's journey has been nothing short of remarkable. As we reflect on this extraordinary history, we are reminded of the resilience, innovation, and cultural richness that have defined the land of the rising sun. The future holds exciting possibilities for Japan as it continues to embrace technological advancements, fosters global partnerships, and preserves its unique cultural heritage. As the world evolves, one thing remains constant: Japan's ability to adapt, innovate, and leave a lasting impact on the global stage. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more historical tales. And hey, if you've got any burning history questions or topics you'd like us to cover, drop them in the comments below. We're talking ancient Rome to modern marvels. No topic is off limits. So keep those ideas coming. Thanks for joining us on this journey through time. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring the past. Who knows where our next adventure will take us?